Hello everyone, this is Yusuf from Crafting Clouds, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about an important concept to understand in Method CRM to fully get the full benefits of the platform. This is a foundational concept that you really need to understand, knowing that Method CRM is connecting with QuickBooks. So the concept we're talking about today is customers versus contacts. So let's begin. So I drew up something quick in Canva to really help assist with my explanation of customers versus contacts because, to be quite honest with you, this was a tough concept for me to understand as well. I used to be a Method employee for 6 years, and for the first year when I was there, this was a tough concept for me to grasp. And I think the reason why it was so confusing is because Method is a CRM, so they built the platform around contacts, but it integrates with QuickBooks, and QuickBooks is not a CRM, and they built their platform around customers. So to kind of mentally shift your brain or understand the whole picture was really hard. But after a year, it really started making sense to me, and I looked at it in this way. So whatever I was thinking in my head, I just put on this whiteboard here in Canva, and I hope this helps the rest of you. And this is the reason for my videos, to help the rest of you understand the difference between customer versus contact. It is a very important concept for you to understand. It is foundational, and this will tremendously assist and help you, get onboarded onto the platform or utilize the platform in a much better way. So um, we're gonna look at all the different businesses that Method CRM caters to. So first one being B2B, then there's B2C and nonprofit. So you'll see here B2B, I have the customer, and then I have this picture of a building, which is I'm saying this is the company building. So this would be the customer. So the company name, and maybe I should just write that down. I'll just say company name. Okay. Um, Let me just move this out of the way. So the company name should really be the name of your customer, right? And this should apply to both Method and QuickBooks, right? When you're in QuickBooks, and I've seen this in the past, I've seen B2B customers put the actual accounts payable rep, the person who's paying the invoice at that company, as the name in QuickBooks, which is not the right way. The way QuickBooks expects you to do it is that the invoice should be addressed to the company name. The But then within the invoice you can have, within the address details, attention, and then the account payables contact. Um, so that's what should be the customer for a B2B, is the company that you're selling to. The contact would be all the employees, right? So I'm gonna also add something here, and I'm just gonna type in employees. All right. So this could be the accounts payable employee. This could be this could be the CEO. This could be the director of operations, whatever the case. That would be the contact. Now, there's different types of contacts in QuickBooks. So there's the primary contact and then the alternate contacts and so on and so forth. The primary contact in QuickBooks is always the very first contact that you create when you're creating the customer in QuickBooks. And we have that same rule in Method CRM as well. And 9 times out of 10, that's usually the person paying the invoice. So that would always become the primary contact. So for contacts, I'm just going to add that as well. I'm going to say you're going to have your, primary contact, right? And then your alternate contact as well. So alternate contact. All right. Now, again, examples of the alternate contact would probably be someone like sales customer success manager. You know, you could be having correspondence with them in your dealings, and you want to log them as a contact in Method CRM. You said, hey, I had this great conversation with the customer success manager over there, and we need to log them as a contact in Method CRM. So they would be the alternate contact. The primary contact, like I said, the titles they usually carry, and what I see most of the time is the owner slash director. It could be the accounts payable rep or the accountant, right, or the controller. The controller, accountant, accounts payable rep, right? So that's just something I also want to briefly talk about because that is also important for you to understand. So that's B2B. Now, B2C nonprofit, this is where it gets a little bit more confusing because if you're a business selling to a customer, right, you could be selling to either an individual, right, which is this right here. So I can put person, person's, person, or you could be selling to household, right, an entire household. Now, for nonprofits, a lot of times they deal with households for their fundraiser, so it could be both the mom, the dad, the husband, the wife. They're both separate donors. Let's say, maybe the husband donated 150 one time, and the next month the wife donated 200 for a hyper. But they would be the household. So the household could be like the Smith family. So that would be your customer for a nonprofit organization, right? And then the donor, so that would be the donor, right? But then the particular contact who's donating would be like, Mary Smith, the mom slash wife, right? So she's the one, she would be a contact. Another contact would be the husband, right? So you could have, and I'll just put it right here, Joe Smith as the husband, dad slash husband, right? So a nonprofit could be tracking all the members in the family as contacts associated to the household, right? And that's what this kind of drives home. So maybe I should actually just be putting this here, right? So you got Mary Smith, Joe Smith. Now that's for nonprofit. B2C, like I said, it would just be the customer. So if you're a B2C business, let's say you sell services. Hypothetically, let's say you are a social media influencer and you sell, basically your TikTok videos, or sorry, your services, how to create a great TikTok video to members in your course program that you're selling, right? Your course that you're selling. That's a B2C business. So you'd be selling to, let's say, Julie, who's interested in getting into interior design and purchase your course. Julie would be the customer. The contact would also be Julie, right, in here. So that's where it kind of can get confusing. So if you're B2C, you would only have one contact every single time because you're only selling to an individual. Now, maybe Jonathan is also interested in interior design. He would be a separate customer as well as a separate contact. So his contact of Jonathan would also be associated to his customer, Jonathan, as well. So that's kind of a brief explanation of customer versus contact. Now, if we kind of just pivot now to method, so you'll notice you have this contact. So I pulled up a contact in Method CRM, and you'll notice here the main contact shows up here, right? And this is the main contact also in QuickBooks. So the main contact here is Roger Dodger, okay? And their company is Dodger Inc. This is the customer in QuickBooks. Name in QuickBooks is Dodger Inc., right? But I'm looking at this main contact's profile. So if I wanted to associate any details to the contact, I would be clicking edit here, and I would be adding any particular details to Roger Dodger here, right? Now, if I wanted to update any customer details that would sync to QuickBooks, I would click below here and I would add any customer information. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to look at other contacts or add another contact to this customer, I would click this other contacts area here. And you'll notice you'll see already a list of other contacts belonging to Dodger Inc. So we have Larry Harry and Lucy Goosey, right? I know, funny names. Anyways, these were just names that just came up top of my head. So you can go ahead and you can click new contact, and right away you'll notice it says add new contact to Dodger Inc., which is the customer, right? And I can go ahead and I can say Maria. How can I add Maria? Maria. This is gonna be stupid. Lupia. Maria Lupia. All right. So Maria Lupia is also an employee that we speak to as a part of our business that belongs to Dodger Inc. So I'm going to just add her email here, hit save. And now we're taken to Maria Lupia's profile, and you'll notice it no longer says main contact, it says additional contact. Okay. So that means that this is not the person that you're primarily dealing with or who's paying the bills. It's just an additional contact that you deal with over there, and you want to log your conversations that you've had with them as activities over here. So now you have Maria Lupia. If we go back to the other contacts, you'll now see all the contacts associated to Maria Lupia. Now, last thing I want to conclude with within the contacts app is the contacts list. So this is something that is definitely confusing to a lot of people just because they're so used to working in QuickBooks, and now they're in a CRM and they don't understand that the foundational layer of Method CRM is revolved around the contact versus the customer. So now you're seeing contacts. You'll see here for Dodger Inc. So if I just type in Dodger, because I want to look up Dodger Inc., right? You'll see 4 records here. And you're thinking, oh, why am I seeing 4 Dodger Incs? I didn't create Dodger Inc. 4 times. I just created Dodger Inc. once because they're the company. But because you're in the CRM, it's showing you all the contacts that belong to Dodger Inc., right? So you have all the contacts here, and you can go to either one of them. Now, if this confuses you, simple fix is just click the companies tab. And there you go. This is now something that you'll probably be more used to because now you're seeing all the different companies and not seeing them repeated, right? You're saying, okay, I have only created Dodger Inc. once. I can click here, and now I'm taking to Roger Dodger. It's always going to take you to the main contact belonging to that customer or company, and you'll see the list of additional contacts there. If you enjoyed this video today, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe down below. It would help push my content out to other fellow Method users such as yourself who are challenged with the platform and need some help onboarding. If you have any questions about what we spoke about during this video, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll make sure to respond. And if you want to talk about anything, whether it's Method or anything outside of Method, I'm well versed in a lot of the leading platforms today. We can discuss any challenges that you might be facing. Feel free to go on my website and book a call with me, no strings attached, or email me. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. All the information will be down in the video description below. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace!